Investigators are close to solving the brutal 2012 murder of a British family in the French Alps, the lead prosecutor in one of France's most notorious cold cases said. In September 2012, Saad al-Hilli, a 50-year-old Iraqi-born British tourist, and his wife Iqbal were shot dead in front of their two young daughters in a forest car park close to Lake Annecy, near France's border with Switzerland. Iqbal's mother was also killed in the execution-style attack, as was a French cyclist who apparently stumbled upon the scene on a remote mountain road. "I think we're nearly there," Annecy public prosecutor Lynn Bonnet said in an interview with Swiss daily La Tribune de Genève. "We'll succeed thanks to scientific evidence," she said. French investigators have struggled for more than 9 years to identify a motive for the killings. An unnamed man was held for questioning in mid-January, raising hopes of a breakthrough, but he was released a day later and ruled out as a suspect. Saad al-Hilli, 50, his 47-year-old wife and 74-year-old mother-in-law were each shot in the head several times while in their BMW car at Iqbal close to Lake Annecy, eastern France. More than 24 spent bullet casings were found near their British-registered BMW estate car. The al-Hilli's daughter, Zina, 4, hid in the footwell of the vehicle and was unscathed, while her sister, Zainab, 7, was shot and pistol-whipped but recovered. Advertisement. Sylvain Mollier, a 45-year-old French cyclist thought to be an innocent bystander, was found dead nearby after being shot 7 times at point-blank range. "This is not a cold case at all," said Bonnet, who took up her post in September 2021. She said 3 people were working on the murder full-time. "They decided to start from the beginning again and check all the sealed files," she added. "We're regularly detaining people so we can close the doors, one after the other." The man held for questioning in January had taken part in a recent reconstruction of the crime scene as a witness. Local newspaper Le Dauphin Libéré identified him as the mystery motorcyclist who had been seen near the murder site in 2012. Prosecutors declined to confirm if it was the same man. The motorcyclist was tracked down in 2015 after police trawled through all the 4,000 mobile phone numbers logged in the area on the day of the murders and rang each one. Prosecutor Lisa Bonnet originally said there had been inconsistencies with the man's alibi, but these were resolved before he was released. An e-fit photo of a prime suspect motorcyclist with a goatee beard was released in November 2013 and showed him in a distinctive black helmet, of which only about 8,000 were made. The image, mainly produced by two forest rangers who briefly spoke to the man, finally led to a first arrest of the biker, a businessman from the French city of Lyon, in 2015. He told police he had been on his way home from a paragliding trip in the Alps and was released without charge for the first time. Jean-Christophe Bossandler-B, the arrested man's lawyer, said his client had been wrongfully arrested and been put through hell. How did events on the day of the 2012 gun massacre of a British family and French cyclist in the Alps unfold? During the morning of September 5, 2012, Iqbal, her mother Suhaila and her daughters, Zainab and Zina, were seen picking apples together. Around 1 p.m. the family left the campsite and drove towards the village of Chevelin. After 3:45 p.m. an RAF veteran overtook another cyclist on a heavily forested road south of Chevelin in the French Alps. Moments later he pulled into a car park and found Mr. Mullier lying dead beside the family's bullet-ridden BMW, which still has its engine running and was in reverse. He spotted injured Zainab walking towards him before collapsing. He put her in the recovery position and called for help. The cyclist saw the dead bodies of Saad al-Hilli, his wife Iqbal and his mother-in-law Suhaila, inside the car, which was locked. Each of them had been shot twice in the head while Mr. Mullier was shot 7 times. Around 4:20 p.m. police arrived but did not disturb the crime scene because forensic experts from Paris were on their way. More than 24 spent bullet casings were later found near the vehicle. Zainab was taken to hospital in Grenoble while her sister Zina remained hidden, cowering under her mother's legs in the rear footwell for 8 hours before she was discovered. Around 11 p.m. a family who had been camping next to the al-Hilli told police the couple had 2 children, leading to a rescue mission involving helicopters and search dogs to find Zina. A helicopter fitted with thermal imaging flew over the BMW but failed to detect Zina. Around midnight on September 6, the police eventually opened the vehicle's doors and discovered the 4-year-old cowering under her dead mother's legs.